August 15th, 2022. Today I wish to talk about the quick actions of the app. Um, Actually, I would call it not a quick action myself. I would say it's the kind of specific options of running the app because in the app normally have a lot of functions. For example, in Google, and when you click it open, that will have some Google News, and then you have a selection for search by voice, search by photo, and so on. But in your mind, you don't want you want a very quick search, and you may not want to have to say, well, the news, I don't bore about news. Then you click on it, press it a little bit longer. Oh, sorry, that is not long enough. You press it a little bit longer, then you get the options. Then I can, for example, I want a voice search. I just click here, and 100 Hong Kong dollars in US dollars.
100 Hong Kong dollars equals 12 United States dollars and 76 cents.
So I get immediately the answer for 100 Hong Kong dollars to US dollar. And for example, I want to search just the image. That is, I press a bit longer, and I search the image. And where is but a Hong Kong dollar. They show you what the Hong Kong dollar would look like. And also one interesting story is about the WeChat. Before the pandemic, before the coronavirus, I used to work in China very frequently, maybe every 2 weeks I would be there working, and so I have to use the WeChat instead of WhatsApp because WhatsApp is banned in China. But using WeChat, I'm not too familiar. It's just basically a social media app. I don't use too much, but I have to use later because for communication with the factories that I have to use the WeChat. But later they developed to be a payment app. You have to pay money, buy things, use the WeChat, and there's a lot of function. I have to open it and I see a lot of communications before I could select the scanning option for scanning the barcode and so on for payment. And for payment, the two options: either you scan the seller's QR code, or they will scan your QR code. A lot of functions. It's very complicated for me, but now I know it's easy. I long press it, and I can scan them. I can show them my QR code. I can transfer money. Then I can have a lot of options to do immediately without involving the communications in it. So it's very, very neat. Even for WhatsApp, I don't need to open to see the old chat. I just get a new chat, or I use a camera QR code. Very simple. And some other, for example, settings. There's so many settings that open it, you will be overwhelmed. But if you press a bit longer, then the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile data, and that is very common settings that I can do it immediately without overwhelmed by all the other functions. YouTube, well, I can have a search the new YouTube. I don't need to look at my own subscriptions. That I can search for something new. Okay, or I create it. I'm a YouTuber. I can create and upload my video using this. So there's so many examples of the good use of long press. And but mind you, don't be too long. If the press is too long, now I can show that if the press is a bit too long, that the whole thing will jiggle, and now you have another function for that, for arranging the icons. Another good example is OneDrive. When I work in China, I have to scan many documents at the factories, and so I have to scan it. I use the scanner function, but if I just click it open, then there will be a lot of files that will be overwhelmed. But if I long press it, then I can scan the document, or in a seminar, I can scan the whiteboard. So very, very neat. I just press it, and I don't show my files too much, and I would have the scanning function yeah, I can scan something, right? So that's very neat. Uh, Another example is, for example, this camera app at long press that can shoot a sunset. Shoot select them option immediately because sunset is the time is so short. Don't wait too long for choosing. You'll be very nervous about that. And also for the phone, you don't want to call the phone sometimes. You may just want to find information of somebody that you can search for the contact, his or her number rather than calling her. And yeah, for the app, a camera app in iPhone, you can take a selfie, take the portrait, record a video according to your need, rather than overwhelmed by all the functions there. Also, one very important example is the map. Yeah, the map here. Google Map or Apple Map, the same thing. You long press, and you can send your location. Sometimes you just want to send the location because you're really on the run in a hurry, and that people ask you to send your location. Then you may open the app and find a lot of functions and overwhelmed, and then you find the proper button or drop down or menu for location. It will take some time, but here, why don't you do that? And also my contributions. I can see my contributions. Made a lot of contributions, and you see all the photos that I can sort of show you. Yeah, my contributions in the Google Map. I got 270,000 views on that, and I will be proud of that. So that's it for today, and long press, mind you, not too long. Just you have to practice a bit, then you can get a lot of functions that's very specific to your need, rather than opening the app and then search for the function that you want. And you may, but most likely than not, you'll take a few minutes to search around. And for example, you take a photo for your wife, you want to get it to take a portrait rather than a landscape, and then your wife would be rather annoyed if you take it too long time to get it practice, get it done. Okay. Okay, thank you for today, and that we'll talk to you in the next trick. However, if it practice too long, it will be like that. So don't practice too long. But normally, I don't think any people expect that long. If practice long, then you'll be like this, and you can rearrange. That is for rearranging the icons. So the practice just when it appears, then you have to raise your finger. Okay, thank you. That's the point. Thank you.